So we will harvest the green tomatoes, we'll get in teams, and we're gonna harvest okra.
What's going on here is more than just the harvesting of a garden. It's also the growing of young men in the community. But how does a garden and a community help a boy as he transitions into becoming a man? This idea began with a gathering of black men in Washington, D.C.
Some of the actionable items that came out of the Million Man March was they said, go back home, go back into your community and mentor our boys.
I watch my thoughts, they become my words. I watch my words, they become my actions.
That was the start of the Male's Place, a program designed to aid young black boys dealing with everyday issues of growing up and issues specifically impacting African American males.
There are a lot of distractions, and many of those distractions are intentional. The things that are put in media, the barriers that people are encountering in the education system.
One of the things we like to do is just make sure that we're an asset to the community. So in doing so, we want to look for opportunities to do good.
They gather weekly to not only tend the garden and harvest vegetables, but to gather and focus on topics from history to career exploration. They listen to guest speakers who focus on issues young men are struggling with on a daily basis, from single-parent homes to school to white supremacy.
Lift every voice and sing.
Our warrior power word for the week is philosophy of life.
Each week during their group sessions, they share their experiences in helping to make someone else's life better.
My positive experience for the week was helping my cousin celebrate her birthday by bringing her some of the things we grew at our garden.
My positive experience is bringing up the bags for my mother.
My aunt had a virus on a computer and I helped her eliminate it.
The men who mentor these boys say growing this garden is one way to show them how life and the lessons they learn now can impact them.
That's metaphorical of how their lives are and when they need to be handled with care and when they're allowed to just go out and be in the world. So we try to pour into them just as the nurture and the learning that they get in this garden will help them to offer that outside of this garden and into the community.
As for these young men, they get it.
The Male's Place program to me is just a way for black boys to learn learn a lot of things that you wouldn't learn in school. So how to be a responsible black man.
Self-control, how I do things, more leadership, discipline definitely, how to just keep with the schedule, and respect who has already passed for me.
They've traveled regionally to Selma, Birmingham, Charleston, and Washington, and internationally to the continent of Africa and to Cuba. More than 3,000 young men have come through this program, including Carlos, who started as a mentee in the 90s and came back to be a mentor in the new millennium.
To be able to relate to where they're at, even though it's 2000s, and I went to school in the 90s, they deal with a whole lot more on a social level that we didn't quite have to deal with. It's a lot more pressure, a lot more peer pressure, a lot more things that they can get into with the internet and all this social media.
The harvest for the young men this year has been great. The proceeds from selling garden veggies at the Rosa Parks Farmers Market pay for their educational trips, and they provide free veggies to the community members. The completion of their journey is a rites of passage into manhood ceremony. For those who put forth the effort to train up these young men, why do it?
It's important that we make a contribution toward bringing freedom, toward bringing liberation, toward bringing dignity and honor to our people.
Such an important goal for such vital work. With the faith of a mustard seed, a harvest will grow, not just in a garden, but in the community. For Carolina Impact, I'm B. Thompson.